Hi everybody, it's Diane from California Tea and Herbal, and if you look behind me you'll see my favorite flower in the world. I think it's the bougainvillea, and the actual flower is a little tiny white one in the middle, but what I really love are those pink bracts, and this is just the time for them. I just caught a little hummingbird all over it, and I'll put those pictures in and point him out to you. But what a great time of year. And today I have a great topic, and that's millennials and tea. You know, my age, we're kind of the generation that grew up with the powdered instant tea in a jar, but the millennials are getting a really good chance to know good tea, and they're taking advantage of it and driving the growth of specialty tea. So I'm going to tell you about my own experience with my nephew and niece-in-law millennials, and just make you one of her favorite recipes for iced tea. So let's get at that today. Okay. So I want to tell you about my wonderful, wonderful nephew and niece. Now, this is my nephew just before we opened our first store. And he actually was my guinea pig. He and my mom were my guinea pigs on trying the drinks that we actually ended up using in our first store up in the Lake Arrowhead area. In fact, it was in Lake Arrowhead, and it was in an outlet mall, and it was busy. And so my dear nephew, he drank a lot of tea and specialty drinks. And so this was his very favorite. I'll show you a photo of that. And this actually was not one of the drinks he tested before we opened the first store. When we opened our store, my husband and I, in our hometown, I brought in this drink, and specifically my nephew fell in love with it. Now, this drink was the matcha mint icy blended, and it had matcha, creme de menthe, and topped with a little whipped cream. Now, it wasn't the healthiest drink in the world, and you know, with matcha, it tends to be bitter, so people add things to it. And this is actually why we do not offer matcha on our website. Not only that, but matcha can be very hard to store properly, and you know, people, it's all the rage, but if we can't do it justice by selling it on our site, we're not going to. But at any rate, he loved this drink. And so now I'm going to show you a picture of he and his beautiful wife. And yes, he since got married, and she is an amazing, brilliant woman. Almost said girl because they're my kids, but her favorite iced tea is one made with oolong, believe it or not, coconut oolong. So let's do a millennial loved iced tea, and that is coconut oolong iced tea. Here's the coconut oolong tea, and it's what we call a green oolong. This oolong has not been oxidized to the point, well, let's say it's been oxidized to the point where it's just past the green tea stage, and the more tea is oxidized, the darker it tends to become. This one, I can't see this in the lens, but it's got a lot of green still in it, almost like a forest green color. And so we're going to use this, and it has a wonderful coconut flavor. Okay, I've got my hot water in, and now I'm going to add a packet of stevia to this. Now, to be honest with you, I probably will put another half packet of stevia in, and then we're going to cover this now, and here we go. 4 minutes steep coming up. Now also, while that's steeping, you may not have even a yard, but if you have a balcony or even a sunny kitchen sill, you can grow things like mint. This mint is delicious, and you can just pinch this off. You can garnish it or put it right in with a lot of your iced teas. So don't forget, every little space, grow your own seasonings, flavorings, and things that you can put in your tea. I wish you could smell this coconut oolong. It is so incredible. That's the problem. We can't smell this. And I'm trying to work with one hand, so let me show you what I'm going to do. The tea and the water have been steeping in this wonderful stainless steel steeper, and I'm going to pour it right in to this measuring cup. Normally, I would hold it right over the ice in the second tumbler, or the second travel tumbler, but I'm working with one hand. So I'm going to have to get a cameraman, aren't I? This is unbelievable. Okay, so now we're going to pour this And I hope I don't spill it because I'm looking through the lens at this. I'm going to pour it right over that ice. And now I'm going to have to put the camera down because I'm going to put the lid on this and I'm going to give it a real good shake. All right, folks, this is what it's all about. Okay, it's so bright out here. I can't even, honestly, I can't see what I'm filming, but I'm going to take a taste of this. See the lipstick? I already did. Okay. Lipstick always catches me, but it's incredible. Oh, wow. I'll tell you something. I would describe this coconut oolong as just tasting fresh, alive. The coconut is a toasty, not a raw coconut. It combines beautifully with the oolong and iced. So refreshing. I see why my niece-in-law absolutely loves this tea. And I have something else I want to show you. So in the unending effort to want to grow things that'll work with tea, we have the little orange tree in the front entry, but we just bought these gigantic cobalt blue pots on a half-price sale. And then we just got this new improved Meyer lemon, which is supposed to have thinner skin and very few seeds and super juicy. So that is going to be a wonderful thing. I'm going to be playing around with that. I can guarantee you. Well, we've got a lot to thank the Millennials for. I just love their adventuresome spirit. I love the fact that they really want to find more out about the world they're in. I like the fact that they're willing to try new things. Of course, we all did that, or at least I sure did when I was their age. I like the fact that they care about how their food is grown and where their beverage comes from. I like the fact they want to live healthy. I think that is just one of the best things. You know, a lot of people in my generation, where I'm the mother or the aunt's age, you know, they feel like they don't understand millennials and vice versa. I totally understand people that think good thoughts and think healthy thoughts. So I don't care if they're young enough, or you know, to be my grandchild, my child, or you know, old enough to be my mother. You know, if you want to live a healthy, good, caring life, then what does generation matter? But the Millennials, I'll tell you what a generation, a huge generation, and they are pushing a lot of the health and natural movement in this country by buying good, wholesome, healthy products that are raised without brutalizing animals or people as much as they possibly can find out how to do that. So thanks, Millennials, for that. And hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know if you liked it, what you'd like to see coming up. And then if you liked it, give it a like and share it, please. And subscribe if you haven't. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time. Enjoy your iced tea.